Good day. My name is Jessica Owusu Inketia. Our guests Ivan Apia, Asana, Sarah, and Aduma. We are level 300 students of social work, and we would like to discuss about rights in relation to paternity and parental responsibility. Paternity, paternity, paternity. We've been hearing paternity for so long. We've been hearing issues in relation to like people in their marriage and the husband discovering that the child is not theirs and they don't want to perform child maintenance and other stuff. So I would like to ask my people, please, what do you think about paternity?
Okay, so to me, I think paternity is basically like the legal rights of a father to be seen or recognized as the father's child. So this legal right is includes maybe the father's name on the child's birth certificate and stuff. Yeah. I think that's what.
Okay, so what you are saying, I'm a bit confused. What do you mean? Just pay person's school fees or just say hi, how are you, then go? Like, who is a father? Like, we have to understand the meaning of father, because I do not understand what you mean by paternity in this law, unless I understand the meaning of father.
So I think a father is someone who is present in the life of the child, who takes care of the child, not just being there, but provides, being there emotionally, being there to tutor the child, train the child to go the right way. When the child does something wrong, he should be able to correct the child. That's why I understand my father.
Okay. Does the father has a right to have a paternity test before actually deciding to be a father in the child's life?
It depends. It depends because when you give birth, you know that you had something to do with this lady, and then the lady says she's pregnant. So if you don't trust the lady, I believe that you're supposed to be quiet and take care through the pregnancy. And when she gives birth, then you get paternity. What if you don't take care of the child during the pregnancy, and then you do the paternity test and you find out that the child is still yours? You understand? So you should still do the needful. And then when you do the paternity and realize that the lady didn't tell you the truth, then you can sue the lady or something. Do you understand? Because what if the child belongs to you? If the child is yours, then it means you also missed some early parts of the child's life where the woman needed you the most because of your lack of hope.
A couple are married and maybe 10 years later, the man comes to realize that the children are not his. Like, what should the social welfare case manager do when the case is being brought to the person?
Okay, so I think in this situation, the woman needs to pay every cent spent on that child to the man, because the child is not his.
And then what if the woman doesn't have money?
Okay. She should look for the money.
No, eh?
And you said 10 years.
Yes, like
Yeah,
10 years
with her,
later.
10 years.
Yes. And
So-
I realized that, oh, the child is not mine. And like, what would this one social worker do? Like, when the case is being brought to the test, like, to him that, oh, I've got a case that I realized that the child is not mine. I don't want to do anything with the children or the woman. Like, what is the best situation? Like, the best solution for this situation?
I think first of all, we have to think about the child first, because in this case, the man is saying he doesn't, because he has found out that the kids are not his, so he doesn't want to do anything with the kids. But then this too would affect the kids, because growing up, they know you are their dad, so throughout their years, maybe except for 10 years, right? So throughout their years, they know you are their dad, and then this truth come out. So how are we going to like tell the kids that, oh, this person is not your dad anymore? See, it can affect the child. So I would say,
Considering the child. What about the mom? Because coming to find out, just like the child will have issues bonding or accepting this truth, the man will also have issues because a child that I have grown with the child and I've become the father of the child, and then you are telling me that this child is me, I would have to feel you. So if I bring into the social worker, please, you guys shouldn't bring the central focus on the child. It should also favor the man too. We understand.
So in what you are saying, you are telling me that the man doesn't have to pick up the children. They should rather go and see the other people the children. So the man is not responsible to child maintenance.
No, I am saying that here as a legislator, she said we should consider the children. You understand? And I'm also saying that in the case of considering the children, when you said your question was they brought it to the social worker.
Yes.
And Asana also said that we should consider the children. So in my perspective, if they are considering the children, we should also consider the father. Also at this point, when it comes to the social worker's place, because if we are suing the woman or we are bringing the woman to the social worker, we should also understand that the man too is also in need. I don't know if you get it, because the interest of the man too matters. Because from this he has given into it, so the children should not only be the central focus. Like this is what I'm trying to say. Children in any sense, they shouldn't be the only focus. You understand? If the only focus is based on the children can decide and say that, oh, it's true that he took care of us, but we like this man. Then what happens to the man? He loses everything. You understand?
Are you aware, according to the rights, parents, it's either the person is your legal parent or biological parent. So in this case, the man has become a legal parent and he has all right to take care of.
Kofi came into Emily's life and decided to take care of the child with Emily. And at the moment, 2 years later, I think which is now, yeah, so like from 2024 to 2026, Kofi comes to claim custody over the child. And this one, Kwame decides not to allow the guy into the child's life. What would the social worker do in this case?
So I think in this case, Kofi Kwame is Kwame the biological father of the child, but then he left him when she got pregnant. So that means he wasn't in the child's life. And then Kwame was the one who raised the child. So I think in this case, what we will do is we should let Kwame have the custody of the child since he was the one who raised the child. And then Kofi being the biological father of the child would just, I think, maybe do a visit or something like that to see his child.
But Kwame is saying he doesn't want Kofi in the child's life. So what is right? Like, what is the law saying about it? Like I want a very delicate and detailed explanation.
Kwame is saying he doesn't want Kofi in the life of the child when he ran away from the pregnancy.
Yes, you've come years later saying you want to claim custody of the children.
I personally will not allow him to come back into the life of the child because it's like Kwame was the one who raised the child, and then the child knew him as my father. So introducing new person into the life of the child, you are automatically draining the child's brain.
But then this child is 2 years. It's 2 years, and then you can't hide the truth too.
Do you know?
Because Kofi is the biological father, so maybe in some cases you still have to tell the child that, oh, you still have to let the child know that this is your father, but then this is the one who raised. So maybe this.
See, even a 6-month-old child knows the father, knows the mother. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, we know that in some cases this is going to make affect the child a little bit because maybe growing up 2 years old, he can identify his mother, he can identify his father. And so, like, Kofi comes in, we are now coming to show the child that, oh, Papa, this is your dad. It was somehow, but then still, you have to let the child.
Introducing someone to your child at the age of 2 is a no-no.
But then,
Like, he's police warrant that he should not come close to the child until
no.
some age.
No.
It could be
Until
denied the pregnancy.
he did.
He ran away.
Yes.
But he didn't say yes. What if he didn't have money? That was why he did.
Yeah.
You
He
give
didn't
him
have
the
money.
chance to
And
also.
still, you still run away from your parental responsibility.
Exactly.
If you don't have money, that doesn't mean you have to run away from your child. You're supposed to be by your child 247. Give him education, protect him, and other stuff. So you can't tell me that that is what
Saying to you who have studied and knows about this. Here lies the case that we are in a country where parental responsibilities have been reduced to money. So if you don't have money to give to your child, it means you are not doing your duty. Because in Ghana, please, you are not saying it in response to the whole world. We are saying it in this country, this current Ghana. Parents don't have time to take care of their children in ways like take them for outings, take them to a park, even PTA, but they don't come. So really, it is now based on financial thing. That is, which is not supposed to be so. So to him, he thinks that because he doesn't have money, maybe he thinks that because he doesn't have money, he wouldn't be able to perform the duties well. So his only option was to run away, which I don't approve it though. But then it also doesn't mean that you should just judge him just like that. We have to ask him why he did that. And if he can also pay for the things that he has done, not in cash, but then if he can find a way to talk to his wife, his then wife, maybe divorced or something. But if they can make up, then fine. If they can't make up, fine. But he can still talk to the child.
Yeah, because hiding the truth from the child is not the best option. What is the child is just 2 years.
Do you know that you telling a 2-year-old child that this is your father?
It's not directly
By the
like
time he
saying
leaves
this
there,
is your
he
father.
has
Yeah,
like
why
this.
would you say it's your child? Like,
Really?
imagine it was your child and you are come to introduce the biological father to their child. How would you tell them this and the child that this is your father?
Yes, I think that is the right time to tell the child.
No.
Not at
So
the
that's
time.
what
When
affect
is the
the
right
child.
time to tell the
Tell
child?
the child.
I think the right time should be somewhere from 10. When the child knows what is right, what is wrong, knows the difference between good and bad.
Able to handle stress.
Yes, able to handle stress or something. Not when the child is 2 years that if you tell her this is your father, the next minute he has forgotten. No.
So wait,
Just remind
in the
me
period
another
of
few eyes, so
please, before you continue, I have something to say. In a period of the 2 years to the 10 years, the 2 years to the 10 years, what happens to Kofi?
he has to be.
He
Till
should
the time
survive.
that he manages.
What
He
is
should
what
be
is
ashamed
what is
because
he still
Kwame
has-
is claiming paternity rights that he doesn't want that Kwame around the town. So he has to actually convince himself to like be separate a little bit. So the child is older enough or able to handle decisions on his or her own to know whether she should be closer to the child or not. Do you agree? But then what do you have to say about it? If you don't feel like what's it?
I am still saying that because a child, it is going to take time. So I can, the more I check, I can fully really say, a child, the more time is elapsing, then not having the child is becoming strong-hearted towards the other man. So in if the child is even allowed to see him crying, it's fine. He still gives birth to the child and he still wants to
But
raise
that's the
his
man's
child.
right. That is the man's right. My right, his right is to claim the child. Whether this one, his biological father has come to know it and he made the decision that I don't want this father around my child that I have taken care of. I have vested. My name is from his vested. I have his NHIS, I pay for it. His schooling, everything. His no outbreaking, his spiritual outbreaking, everything. You don't have to say that. You don't have the right to say that he has to be in the life of the child because that's not right. That means you are actually abusing his paternal right, his paternal right. If the roles were reversed, like a mother a mother also coming to claim her child, because if people be like, oh, it's maternal love, like she will feel that the child will feel everything and stuff. You guys will actually be for the woman and be like, she should be in the child's life. That is not right. So you people should also be like fair in way and actually claiming for paternity rights. So I was like, there was this situation where a single mother was like, I think she had a lover, and every time the child see, like you see the lover was always around the mother, and the child too was also seeing the man. She started calling the child Dada. She was just 2 years old. Oh, every time she see the man, Dada, Dada, Dada. Then the woman brought another man again into the child's life. The child was like, she was just giving this non-verbal cues like, who are you? You are not my dada. You get it? So you telling the person, you saying that the biological father should come into the child's life, is actually stressing the brain of the child, as this one said. So I actually don't agree when you say that if the parents, like the legal father is saying that I don't want the biological father to be in the child of the life, in the right. You can't say that, oh, you people should consider and be humane and be like, oh, move chair and be like, oh, yeah, and yes, I'm moving the papa and something. As long as the man is complaining that I don't want this man to be around my child, you guys have to know this.
Okay, let's go with like this. Maybe Kofi didn't run away. He was with Emily and she got pregnant. And maybe he wasn't having money. So Emily thought of it that Kofi doesn't have money, so he can't take care of my baby. So maybe she runs away to another country and another state, finds a lover there, they got married, a rich man. And then this person can take care of the baby. And then this person has the maternity right. And later on, maybe Kofi finds out where Emily is. He finds out and goes there, and then now he wants to claim his like here. So in this case, what would you?
Okay, in this situation, Kofi has fully paternal rights to take the child, because he didn't say that he will not take care of the child.
So
it was Emily's decision to run away with the child. So Kofi has the right to take the child.
He has the right to take the child.
Yes.
So what about the kid now? No, not the new man, the kid. Was this one to the kid grew up with Kwame, and then he doesn't know his father. So now Kofi is back into
How old is the child now?
2 years. It's the same age. Why is that the first one?
No, in this situation, if Kofi is actually having to be his father, they should allow him.
Without thinking of how they are going to tell the child that, oh, okay, so Kwame is not your father, it's Kofi. Kofi is your father.
That one you have a way around it.
So why would the other one to? Why would
no, that one they give you paternal
Who
rights.
is the father? Who is a father? If we have to apply the meaning of fatherhood in this instance, and on a bit me apply where to put this one, because when we say a father is someone who gave birth to a child, it means that it will fall in the direction of the one who gave birth to the child. But then here are the things that two men are in this context: the one who took care of the child, and the one who gave birth. So how do we apply the meaning of fatherhood to it? Because now the child is supposed to know whom to choose as a father, and not whom the society gives to him as a father. We understand? Because when we can just meet, there are people that they didn't really give birth to, but then the children grow up and look back and say, this is my father, this is my father, due to some things that they did for them. You understand? Because if he wasn't in the life of the child, Fanny said, rich man and a father. If he comes out right now, how will he find fatherhood to the child? Because right now the child is in the midst of two men who are all having equal maternity rights and responsibilities. They have the same thing that they all do at that time. So what fatherhood? How do we explain fatherhood to the child?
A 2-year-old child. And you think when we explain that to a child, the child will understand what fatherhood is.
No, I'm not saying explain it to the child. I'm saying in this context, how do we apply fatherhood, the meaning of fatherhood?
I would say the father has the right to claim the child because he wasn't sharing his responsibility. The woman rather they barricaded him from performing his responsibility. So you can't say that like because like they've grown this one. Although it will also affect the child, it will definitely affect the child because the child has grown like okay, confident and safe with the one who is not the father. But like according to our child's rights and matrimonial laws, you can't say that he can't claim the child, he can claim the child. Although it's going to be difficult bonding and having fun, being safe in each other's space, he still has the right to claim the child. I think the social workers, we social workers should also advocate right now so that they also when they are also abused or when their rights are being infringed, okay, so they should actually be fair when they are actually dealing with cases related to child abuse. They should also consider the well-being of the father and also the mother and the child. The child is actually top goals, but the father too must be considered, which is the part most social workers disregard. So we have to actually take that into consideration. Please, what recommendation do you have?
We were talking about maternal rights earlier. So I recommend that as social workers, you see there are men in the social working team. So I recommend that they would create a maternal or paternity for the men. So that they can advocate for the maternal rights of the men. If you are saying the men can do
Anything you want to add to our discussion so far? Okay, so guys, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed our discussion. I hope you also learned something from what we discussed so far.
It's not just about producing sperm. It entails a whole lot of responsibilities.
Yeah.
Thank you.